Hey, this is Rodney Ho with AJC.com. I'm here with Toya Wright. She has had a few reality shows, and she's actually on a new one right now, Marriage Boot Camp Reality Stars, Season 5, I think it is. I think you guys have aired a couple episodes now.
Yes,
and what's been your feeling about it since you've watched the first two episodes? Obviously, it's sometimes different watching it versus experiencing it.
It's very emotional, like, to watch. Like, filming that show was emotionally draining because, of course, you dig really deep within issues you have within your family, within your relationship. So, watching it back, it was deep for me. Like, I watched it with my daughter the first two episodes.
What did she say?
She was like, wow. She cried the last episode when I was in a morgue. Like, that was like really
that was
scary.
pretty painful. Yeah. What was it like sitting there in an actual coffin and having to sit still?
I'm glad they did the editing the way they did, because I was like freaking out.
Oh, when you were inside the morgue thing, right before they pull you out?
I was freaking out when they told me I had to get in it.
Yeah, that is really freaky.
Yeah, I was like, what? Like, I don't want to play with dying or being a death. Like, this is not cool.
But it opens up, like, your thoughts, like how valuable your time is with whoever you love.
I mean, it does, but at that particular moment, you're not thinking about anything. You're being told to pretend that you're dead, and you have to put a toe tag on your toe. You don't want to think about nothing but, like, why the hell am I doing this?
And it took you a while to actually
open up
about it, right?
It did.
Were you surprised by what Memphitz had to say, or not really?
Yeah, I was surprised that I was kind of surprised.
But you guys kind of knew your issues going in, right? It didn't seem like was there any big surprises in terms of what, like he thinks that you mommy him too much, and you think that he's just
childish.
Childish. He needs to grow up, which I guess kind of plays into each other. It's like, but the question is, can he grow up enough for you to accept him as an adult, and vice versa?
I mean, every relationship, every marriage have issues.
Yes.
You know that, but sometimes some things are just a little bit too much, and it constantly be the issue over and over again.
Yeah, because you guys have been on and off for how many years now?
We've been having issues for the last year and a half.
Yeah, because you said you took a few months off from each other. Are you guys back together at this point, or can you, what can you say in terms of your current status?
We are not. We're separated.
Still separated, okay, but you're not divorced. So,
no,
have you closed the door completely on this relationship, or it's still somewhere in the vicinity of possible?
Well, on the finale of Marriage Boot Camp,
yes,
you will see that.
Okay, because when did they finish taping that? It's been a couple months, or?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, it has actually been a while.
It's been a while.
What was it like, with some of the other couples? I didn't know a lot of these people very well at all.
We had Lisa and Adam. Lisa was from.
I recognized her. I remember her. She was quite. You remember that season? That was a long time ago.
Yeah, Lisa had a lot of personality. She was like the crazy girl in the house, and
absolutely.
she was that girl in the house with us.
Oh, really? Okay,
we had British and Lorenzo from VH1 Basketball Wives, and we also had. Cody
it was a couple
Michelle.
Of Big Brother people. No, it was Bachelor Pad people. Yes,
Bachelor in Paradise. They did that show together. Cody and Michelle, and Dean.
All right, there we go. The big one. And of course, they brought them in last.
Yes, Dean and Tara was a part of the show as well, and that itself was a movie.
Yeah, I can imagine that was just a lot of drama.
Yeah, it was just every day. Tara Reid.
They obviously. We're happy to get Tara Reid for the show.
Of course.
What was your feeling when you saw Tara Reid?
I was like, what is she doing here? But it was. She's actually a really sweet girl. Like she's nice. I enjoyed it in the house, but it was just like moments I would be like, why are you here? Like, I don't really understand. You don't want to open up. You don't want to talk about anything. Why did you sign up for this show?
Yeah, it did seem a little confusing the first couple episodes.
It's going to get even more confusing. Just stay tuned. It's just like she is.
Dean seems a little bit more ready to talk about stuff, right?
Dean is super cool.
He does seem like a nice guy.
He's like the fun party guy. Like, I don't even see the chemistry there at all.
Yeah, they seem to leave two different lives, too. It's very odd.
It'll come out.
Yeah.
We'll see what's going on.
But overall, was it worthwhile? Did you feel like you at least grew within yourself, whether the relationship itself lasts or not?
I can honestly say I feel like I learned a lot from Jim and Elizabeth. Yeah. The whole program is a great program.
even for yourself.
Even for yourself. Like, even if things don't work between you and your partner, it's still good drills that you can, that you can learn a lot from.
Right. Have you watched the show before?
I watched maybe a few episodes of the show, but not really a whole full season of the show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So did you know anybody who'd been on the show before?
Yes, I knew Tracy Braxton. I knew Benzino and Althea.
Oh my gosh. Talk about crazy. Those two really had at it. I can't believe they're even still remotely together at this point.
Yeah.
It's kind of an odd couple because they just seem way too volatile to make it work.
I'll just pray for them.
I know. Yeah, definitely,
prayers.
Especially with the baby involved too.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I mean, do you think Memphitz learned something too? Regardless,
I think. I mean, I don't. You know what? I don't know. I don't really know. I hope so. Mm-hmm. And who knows?
But was it worthwhile? I mean, any regrets doing this, or you feel like this was definitely worth it?
I don't regret doing this show.
Okay.
I really don't, because at the end of the day, I felt like our business was out there anyway, and we were going through things, and Jim and Elizabeth was very, very genuine.
Yeah, that's why the show works so well.
Yeah, and they really helped us, like, individually. They, gave us marriage advice, and I was just, I'm glad that we got that opportunity to do that show.
That's wonderful. Did they approach you, or did you guys? Usually they
approached us.
Of course they do. They're usually fishing around for couples.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? You've done a couple of reality shows before this. This was very different, right?
This one was like, I never ever filmed a show like this before. I'm used to, this was a totally different experience.
Sure, the other ones are like, you're going to meet your friends
you
at
go
a restaurant.
Home at a certain time, it's over and you're done. This show, we had to stay in the house with complete strangers for 2.5 weeks, cameras rolling nonstop. Right. You get everything. there is no privacy.
Yeah,
so I was just like,
pretty much the toilet's the only place you can pretty much go, right?
Exactly.
And do they get like real antsy if you spend too much time in the bathroom, like just trying to get away from everything? You're not allowed to be in your room all day. So, right.
Who would want to be in a bathroom downstairs all day?
Yeah, that is true. But it wasn't a bad looking house, though.
No, the house is beautiful. Like, it's huge. There's still parts of the house that we didn't even get to see, and we stayed there for like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, I noticed the room that, I guess they were trying to symbolize your relationship. They gave you guys like a double room.
Yeah. Which I didn't get. If we're here
to get together.
Yeah, so why are we still separated?
I guess they just want to sort of bring up the major problems, like Cody with his selfies for some reason. I don't know why that was such an obsessive thing with her. It's his job to be on the internet, so what's the big deal? I don't understand what her problem is.
I do not get it. Because, if he's a personal trainer...
Right. He's doing what he's doing.
What's the big deal?
Yeah, that's
But I think their issues are bigger than
Of course they are.
Selfies.
She may have been deflecting to a degree.
Yeah. They're way bigger than the selfies.
I'm sure you get sort of fascinated with the other couple's issues too, right? You just can't sit there and obsess with yourself the whole time. It would probably drive you crazy. So, but was it? Were most of the other people really nice? And did you end up becoming friends with everybody, or?
I became friends with Adam and Lisa, British and Lorenzo, and Tara and Dean. Dean, we still talk to Dean every now and then.
That's cool.
I think Mickey talks to Tara and Dean. He talks to everybody that was a part of the cast, but Cody and Michelle. I still talk to Michelle, but me and Tara was really cool filming the show.
That's really cool. Did she? She was pretty nice to everybody.
She had me confused for a minute. I was like, I'm feeling sorry for her, like going at Dean, like, why are you doing this to her? And then she kind of showed me a different person.
Oh, that's good.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay out of it. I'm confused here.
Well, before we go, what are you working on right now? What's your current project?
I have my book called How to Lose a Husband. It is available at howtoloseahusbandbook.com and all book platforms. Barnes and Noble, Kindle, Amazon, like all of that. And I'm currently working on a new book with my daughter. It's a mother-daughter collaboration.
Oh, how old is your daughter?
She's 17. She'll be 18.
My goodness.
So we plan on releasing it in August.
So she was okay with writing a book?
It's me raising a teenage daughter from my perspective and being a mother, and her being a teenager, like with me with a young mother from her perspective. So it's kind of like we go back and forth.
Are you guys in a good place right now?
Yeah, you know, raising a teenager can be very, very tough.
Oh, yeah.
But we have a great relationship, communicate all the time, so that's very important with having a young daughter. I didn't have that when I was growing up.
How far along are you in the book?
We're halfway through it.
So you should be ready probably before
August, September is what we're aiming for.
Are you with a big publisher right now?
I have my own publishing company. It's called Toya Wright Publishing.
Oh, so
I self-published my new book, How to Lose a Husband, under my
how many copies have you been able to sell just without a big publisher? Is it easy in this day and age?
I mean, it's just a lot of work. You know, you have to put in the work because you have nobody doing it for you. Everything is more hands-on. But honestly, I did a book with a publishing company before, and I would take this route over that route.
Why is it easier without?
First off, it's more money.
That's true. You get a higher percentage.
You don't
you still have to pay for the actual printing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's when you're with a publishing company and you're buying books from a publishing company, you still have to pay for the books to sell them.
Right.
So
and
I
usually
can
they
cut
give
you out and I get all of my money like that. I mean, that is great.
So even if you sell, say, 10,000 copies, you're in pretty good shape, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
But 10,000 copies with a big publisher, you're not going to get much of anything.
No, and sometimes they don't give you your royalties. They have problems paying. You have to do all the work, like promoting, getting a book out there. You might as well do all of that and make all of the money. So I will take this route.
And the good thing with social media, you can do that now and you have your fan base, and they'll jump on these things, right?
And I have a hair collection called the Toya Wright Hair Collection. I have 2 boutiques. Garb Boutique New Orleans has been there for 6 years. Garb Boutique Atlanta. I have this bonnet company. It's called Before Bed Heads. It's everything that women are supposed to wear before bed. So we're gonna do pillowcases, satin pillowcases to protect your hair. We have the hair bonnets with the diamonds on them. We have the eye mask. So just like a cute, you know, because guys always complaining about women going to bed with the tying their hair up or just granny things. So this is going to be like
a little more fashionable.
Yeah, fashionable way to go to bed.
Even though technically it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
It's not like you're.
But if you just want to,
it's not like TMZ's going to be there when you wake up. Oh, it's more for the.
Yeah, it's more for the look and just sexy.
So you want to feel good even when you're getting ready to go to sleep.
Of course.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, thank you so much,
Toya.
Thank you for coming over to the AJC. And
make sure you guys...
Marriage Boot Camp Reality starts Fridays at 9 o'clock on WeTV.
Yes.
And you guys will be front and center. So thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you.
And this is Rodney Ho with AJC.com.